I'll share one more graph. A group called TDF, the Theater Development Fund, did a massively comprehensive study about how playwrights earn their money. And what I love about this study is how candid it is. They surveyed over 500 playwrights, including very brand new emerging playwrights and those who had won Pulitzers and everyone in between. And overwhelmingly, almost half of a playwright's income comes from this unrelated income category. You can see production, which I would consider a starring role for most playwrights, only makes up 14% of the average playwright's income, which is astounding. Many of them earn money from supporting cast roles like teaching. Some of them write for film and television and other related writings or judging contests or things like that. And for some playwrights, they define that as part of their starring role because they define themselves as storytellers. And it doesn't matter if they're telling stories for film, television, or stage, it's still storytelling. But others define things differently. But the overwhelming thing here is that nearly half of the income is coming from these unrelated sources. And remember, this includes over 500 playwrights from all spectrums of the career, Pulitzer Prize winners and emerging playwrights. So for this to be such a substantial portion of income is borderline depressing and also something I wish we talked about more. I also wish a version of this study existed for visual artists and performing artists and all different other types of artists, because as far as I've been able to find, this is the only version of this study and it focused exclusively on playwrights. But we've seen this come up in other industries as well, specifically sports and entertainment industry. Many people think about, someone who has attained total outrageous fortune in what they're doing might be a sports star like LeBron James or someone like that, right? Where in theory, you can do whatever you want. But the reality of the sports industry and the entertainment industry is that a lot of the income comes from these supporting cast roles as well, whether it's a Nike shoe endorsement or Sprite commercials or, other things like this that are going on. And so it's interesting to think about how deceptive it is to focus on the most successful person and assume they're making all of their money from their starring role when the reality is probably a little bit more complicated than that.